Why can a repair order worth just over $2,000 matter more than a big order? At first, I thought this was only about repairing a batch of rollers. Customs clearance, size checking, pattern confirmation, steel bar standards, shipping costs, repeated communication, everything looked small, messy, and time-consuming. But the deeper I looked, the more I realized one thing. This was not just a repair order. This was a door, a small door into a bigger customer relationship. Because in industrial business, customers are not really buying a product. They are buying peace of mind. They are asking one question in their heart: can I trust this supplier when things become complicated? That is why I believe small orders can open big doors. This order looked small on the surface. The repair fee was not high. The documents were not complete. The actual rollers did not fully match the earlier information. The customer was in a hurry. The cost of import and re-export also made the customer uncomfortable. If we only looked at the order amount, it would be easy to say, this is not worth the effort. But that would be the wrong view. Because behind this customer, there may be a larger group, a wider business network, and more future needs. Today, the customer asks us to repair rollers. Tomorrow, they may ask for new rollers, spare parts, electrical components, and long-term technical support. So the real value is not the $2,000. The real value is the first moment when the customer feels, this team can help me handle problems. This team makes me feel safe. That is the entrance. And this is why the Youjia team did not simply rush forward. When the goods arrived, the team measured them again instead of blindly trusting the early information. When the actual size did not match the previous communication, the team checked again internally. Each roller was inspected, photographed, and recorded. When some parts could not be repaired to the requested size, the team explained it in advance. When the steel bar standard was unclear, the team kept asking until the information became usable when the technical solution had risk. The team did not just follow the customer blindly. The team gave a more suitable suggestion. Some people may think this is slow, but I do not think so. This is not slow. This is risk control. Because when a customer says, please be quick, what he may really mean is, I am afraid the production line will stop. When a customer says, the cost is high, what he may really mean is, I need to explain this internally. When a customer says, just do it this way, what he may really mean is, I am not completely sure whether this is right. So if we only make the customer comfortable in the short term, we may create a bigger problem in the long term. If the rollers go back and cannot be used, the production line may stop. Then nobody is comfortable. Not the customer, not the factory, not the supplier. That is why real service is not just doing what the customer says. Real service is helping the customer avoid a problem he has not fully seen yet. Another important point is cost transparency. Import, re-export, customs clearance, DHL, documents, real cost reimbursement. These things are easy to misunderstand if we do not explain them clearly. Industrial customers are not only afraid of high cost, they are more afraid of unclear cost. When the cost is clear, the customer can explain it internally. When the process is visible, the customer can report progress. When photos, tables, and records are complete, the customer knows we are not being careless. Transparency creates trust, and trust creates future business. But the most important thing is this. After this order is finished, we cannot just say, finally, it is done. If we only finish the order, the value ends there. But if we turn the experience into a standard process, the value continues. This repair case should become a service package, a checklist before the customer sends goods, a customs clearance guide, a cost estimation template, an inspection and photo standard, a size recording form, a repair feasibility sheet, a re-export document list, a follow-up process after the customer receives the goods. This is how one hard experience becomes an organizational asset. One person working hard is not enough. A strong company must turn individual effort into team capability. That is what the Youjia team should keep building, not just finishing one repair order, but building a repeatable service system. So, what is the real lesson from this case? Small value does not mean small opportunity. A difficult customer does not mean a bad customer. A complicated process does not mean wasted effort. Sometimes the door to a big customer is hidden behind a small, troublesome order, and the supplier who can stay patient, stay professional, and protect the customer from risk will be remembered. In industrial business, the strongest competitiveness is not only fast quotation, it is making unclear things clear, it is finding risks early, it is protecting the customer's production line, it is making the customer feel, I can leave this problem to them. And once the customer says that in his heart, the small order is no longer small because trust has already begun. Remember this, small orders can open big doors, and many big doors are hidden behind difficult small orders.